I mean, very quickly, how do we create a culture where people accept no limits, do alternative thinking, and drive positive change within the organization and in the societies that we operate in?
Wow, positive change. Would you like to comment, Shogato?
Well, the specific to Mother Dairy Way, the basic thing that we try to do is, the first thing is, how do we serve the nation? How any business that we do, we only do that business which benefits the farmers, and we get into that business which provides the most affordable form of nutrition to the common masses. So these are the three things which we focus on, and we strongly believe in enabling a culture of corporate social responsibility.
Sure. The SR way?
Whatever my investment banking friends may say, I genuinely believe that people are the real PE factor that creates value. Therefore, how do you create an entire environment, an ecosystem in the enterprise that uses the capability of the people to be partnering with business to create value for the enterprise?
The Z way?
We would really identify talents, and I think talents are very inherent, and if they are aligned with the organization's overall long-term philosophy, I think that's the way we try and engage employees. The intent is that if somebody is really good at doing what he does the best, automatically things will happen.
Okay, the angel broking way.
For angel broking, service truly personalized to our internal customers as well as to the external customers. Because the only product that we have is the people product that is available. And the largest cost structures for us is our people cost structures. So the most important aspect has been the service truly personalized to all our employees.
The Taj way of building future leaders.
See, it's extremely important to put the right people on the right job and put a lot of cheerfulness in the hearts of frontline employees. That becomes an exceptionally important central theme for a service company like ours. See, unless you enhance the cheerfulness index, happiness index of employees continuously through very structured programs, you can't achieve competitive advantage in your kind of business. That is our source of competitive advantage. So where do you get these people from? Who are these people who are able to think on their feet, understand the needs and requirements of customers in that fraction of a second, their aspirations, not only meet those needs and expectations, but exceed those needs and expectations by coming up with something very innovative and create that dazzle and delight and say, wow, Taj, this only Taj can do, others cannot do. So there is a compelling reason for customers to do business only with Taj and consciously reject competition offerings. What is that compelling reason? So this is an HR agenda in service companies. HR can do this big difference, and that is the focus area for us.
Okay, you know, on a lighter side, is each one of you ready, in your own case, to cultivate a future for yourself, and that you're able to predict what your future is going to look like? Anybody could take that. I can see Adil smiling and Rajiv very expressive, so yeah.
I want to live here and now and enjoy every moment and try and create magic there. I think it would be horrible if I could predict the future. It would take all the joy out of life. If you know what's going to happen, where's the excitement, where's the fun? It's the uncertainty, it's the not knowing what's going to happen. That's what keeps me going.
So
I have dreams, of course.
Palmist and futurologists have no place in your life, Rajiv.
No, palmists have no place. Futurologists for fun.
For fun, all right. Yeah, I would like somebody else to comment. Are you as HR ready to predict your own future?
I'm not ready to predict my own future, but I'm ready to say I'm going to be building my capabilities to meet the future challenges, whatever they may. So I will work on building my capabilities.
And you're conscious about it?
Consciously building my capabilities.
And you are consciously putting in time, effort, and energy to make that happen?
Sure. In fact, that is why I would want to move into business roles for future, having done that in the past. As you know, I have done marketing for 4 years. I would once again, for the next step in my career, I would move towards a business role.
I see Mr. Pandit very enthusiastic to answer.
I just want to add one thing, which takes off from what Rajiv said, which is if we can create young people who have the ability to deal with ambiguity, ability to deal with uncertainty, thrive and succeed in managing uncertainty and ambiguity, they will be the most successful people in the future.
Wow. Yes, the perspective that you want to give us, Shobhit.
Well, I would not like to predict my future. What I would say that what would be the future of HR as a function. And the way what I see it's moving, I see that the managing people would certainly continue to be, but HR will not be limited to managing the limited world of the corporate. The footprint of HR will go beyond the corporate world and it would embark on the societal issues. And I would not be surprised that few years down the line, Adil will be redesignated as President, People, Ethics and Society.
Thank you.
So that's predicting. Okay, Rajendra, your ability to be
President,
prepared.
ethical people.
Yeah, your ability to be prepared. Yeah. I have people predicting designations for the future. So
Right.
sounds good.
At least from a business perspective, we are very mindful of which direction we want to take, and there is enough work which we are currently doing. From a HR perspective, I tend to believe that it will be a very leaner and meaner organization. Probably if we are 30 today, we may be about 4, but just simple specialists who are only guiding the people managers in terms of doing right things. That's the way, and create frameworks which are probably tested and
But Raju, the
appropriate.
question is, why will there be a HR department, and when will business people become the HR people?
You know, I'm going to go back to the Mahindra classic example. Mahindra is a great example of they translating most line managers into doing HR functionaries. Rajiv, if there is one relationship as a head of corporate services that you share with Anand Mahindra and your ease with which you communicate to him HR strategies that describe the future, what would that be in one sentence, you know?
Oh my God. No, I'm afraid, Raju, it's beyond me to say that. Why don't you ask a few other people some questions and I'll think about it.
All right. Rajendra, would you want to comment your relationship with Subhash ji, Mr. Subhash Ghai, and your ability to, you know, tell him that this is what HR perspective is for the future?
We do that even with the strategy that we are trying to work through. We are putting our thoughts process behind, and he is very conscious of the fact. He is very HR led. He has a lot of people orientation, and he drives the philosophy of HR, and he owns up all those philosophies, and that comes as a very handy tool to us for us to drive through certain things through the organization. And we do give him perspective, and I think he is very open about validating and looking at multiple options which are appropriate for the organization. And a lot of praise that we get with respect to what we really initiate within internally the organization.
Okay, I got the answer.
Absolutely. That is
So
your
I
Rick
tell
Bobby.
Anand that we are creating a culture that results in 3 things simultaneously. 1, sustained business outperformance. 2, extreme care for all stakeholders, starting with the customer, society, and our own employees. And 3, nurturing and nourishing the core values of the group. So sustained business outperformance, extreme care for stakeholders, and core values. We are creating a culture that meets these 3.
Well, it's been encouraging for me to talk to all the panelists today. What really comes out is the ability of the HR professional to communicate effectively with the CEO and the line. What really comes out is that element in HR that talks about the societal impact that HR can create. What really comes out is the ability of HR to translate that vision into micro levels in the organization, thereby making the organization far more agile rather than fragile. If the organizations of today are agile and can build the future, they'll be able to predict it in very many ways. Predicting the future is very significant because unless we predict the future, we will not be able to spend the rest of our lives. I've enjoyed the first episode of the HR Talk Show. I hope you've enjoyed it too. Thank you very much, panelists. I want to thank you and say a big thank you to all the people who are present.
Thank you.